Well, good afternoon, everybody. It's Caroline Stevens, Seeking the Truth, and we're on to part 4 of corruption. This time, we're going to focus on pick lists and e-petitions, data harvesting. Yes, your information is shared with the authorities. So how can we prevent it? But anyway, Eric is going to be able to provide evidence this afternoon about what the government is doing to us. And apologies for any interruptions on either the audio or visuals, simply because of the nature of the topics we're discussing today. So, Eric, we finished part 3 discussing about groups being led by individuals and what happens to the information that is collected by, for example, an e-petition.
Well, what you have to realise before you is all police stations, and we've got proof. All police stations.
Yeah, the Facebook has gone up already.
All petitions, all information, and all your smartphones go through your local police station first.
Yeah,
they have got phone listening devices and technology, what tricks your phone into thinking that is the closest mast. So they pull up all your information and your live feed before they actually go live. That's how they can edit it before it goes on Facebook. We know this for fact. It's been proved. We've got messages, we've got images, newspaper articles on police stations having this information. I think Manchester police have just come back from America after 3-month training on how to use this technology correctly and better to their own abilities. Now, what that intends on doing is anybody who's speaking out the truth or wants to speak out about anything gets automatically intercepted by the police, and your videos get edited as like through your local police station. So you're not actually going live, you're going to the police station first before it goes live. You're not going direct live. They have got to have a certain place in between to cut it, which is
right. So we're back on now. So,
which is now.
So what we've just been saying is all the film footage goes to the local police station first, and then they censor it.
Yeah.
They're checking out what we're talking about. I mean, we're talking about something really today that is sort of common knowledge, but it doesn't still stop people, for example, sending e-petitions round.
No, for you. Never have been, never will be. The only person who is actually working for you is Boris Johnson. The rest of his cabinet.
What do you mean Boris Johnson's working for us?
Boris Johnson is working for us because he's
Why?
no choice. He's no choice. He's trying to get us out of EU because he's been told he's going to get us out of EU.
No. But the devil's in the detail. No. Oh, no. Anyway, we'll scoot over now. I mean, you know, I've been talking to Mog last night, and you know, they're doing a deal.
Yeah.
Well, I see that they're doing deals because they have to put the information on the internet. They have to tell us what they're doing to us. It's just whether we're smart enough to be able to read the documents and interpret what
they're doing is they're putting what you've got to understand is that at the minute in the world, England,
it's gone off again.
England, France, Germany, Sweden, America, they're all the same. People aren't daft. These people aren't daft. They know that there is no justice system. They know there is no law courts. They know Supreme Court were prime thing of that, prime example of that. They know there is no court system left. So they can't. These people who are trying to get our country back can't use the law system to get us out of it because they know it doesn't exist. It's only there for them.
Well, these lawyers shouldn't be even thinking about taking us through these court cases because they know.
Yeah, but the point is if you look at America and every other country, if you look what's happening in America and every other country, it's literally like watching Eminem perform on Coronation Street, just different actors. America is proving to the world and all America that the justice system is corrupt. Now, so is England. Now, so is France. Now, so is Germany. They're all proving the same and they're all doing it over the airwaves, which tells me that they're not as daft as what you think. Here they are showing you treaties, what has gone in. They're also showing you laws, what has been broken, because they know if they get it into a court of law, it will be taken over by these people who invented the law in the first place. So the actual live stream, what you see of Trump and the videos you see what's going off in America, what's going off in France, what's going off in Germany, what's going off in Britain, is a live court so everybody can see. Because when the court system, when the law system fails, you've all seen what's gone off. You can all see clearly today what is going off. Even blind can see what's going off today, to be honest.
Well, we've got the, I mean, we've had the Supreme Court situation, haven't we, last week?
All they're doing is they are proving to every person in the world that the court system and the justice system is all corrupt. So they are playing it live over the internet, and you literally are the jury under Trump's eyes and Boris's eyes now. I saw a post yesterday, the Queen, I got a message yesterday that the Queen is talking to her own advisors on how to sack Boris Johnson. I also got a message last night that Bercow and Parliament them were winning against Parliament, going to try and open the new Parliament on their own, and then send Bercow EU to try and get to try and extend Article 50. That's what came out last night. That's just.
Well, I mean, as I see it, they're just trying to. I mean, we're digressing from what we were going to actually, but as I see it, it doesn't matter which way we go. We have signed trade deals allowing to the world, and these trade deals have these ISDS courts, which are the globalist courts. And Mog said last night in Full House, it doesn't matter about these courts. This is what it's about. It's a globalist agenda. This is the Zionist agenda, and people don't understand
that is what
this is
since
about.
Day one. Since day one, people are all jumping out now, saying, "Well, they're doing this and they're doing that." They've always been doing it. Always
been doing it, but it's speeding up now
because now they've got to shut us up.
Yeah.
And that's it. I mean, you see all these people getting imported in from ethnic groups, and you see these churches getting burnt. Let me tell you, you can't blame the people who come in for this. You can only blame the people who's teaching them. Like, you can't blame us what's going on in this country. You can only blame the people who's taught us. So don't go after Muslims. They're not go after Africans. They're not go after their leaders. They are the ones putting all this agenda out. They're the ones
Zionists that are bringing them in. And
it's the oldest story in the book. Black against white, gay against
divide and rule.
Divide and rule. And what makes me laugh is people, after 1,000 years, are still falling for the oldest trick in the book.
Yeah, well, even down to football teams.
Yeah.
You were talking about in part one about Mexborough people against
Winter people.
The brothers and sisters.
Yes.
For goodness sake. But anyway, let's go back to this pick list.
You've lost it again. But this pick list, what they do is, there's certain groups out there, certain people out there, what are actually going out and getting followers. Zionists, for one. And when they're getting these followers, they get people like me promoting, people like you promoting the stuff. But what that in effect does is then collect other people, which are new.
I don't actually.
No, not pencil pushers.
I don't actually. When people say, "Do I recommend this or do I recommend that person?" I say, "No."
Yeah, no, I don't anymore.
I don't get involved. It's like I only know myself.
Yeah, but one thing is, I've been in that situation where I was in charge of 62 groups. Now, what we found in these groups was when we were getting new people join these groups, especially your OAPs and your people what are proper patriotic to this country, is we found that when they were joining these groups, Facebook will get in touch with the bosses and tell the boss that they've been following certain people or things. I mean, just look at Tom Robinson. He had what soldiers followed him. They sacked the soldiers. Then a few others. He had a few others what followed him, and they got sacked from work. I mean, there were a nurse what phoned me from Sheffield. She only literally just liked a comment on one of his posts, and she got sacked from being a nurse because she works in civil service. She got sacked from being a nurse and lost a job just for a like. So what they do is they find out who's people like information out. Information and push more information out, bring more patriots out so they can then shut them up before they get actually in name or get to the know what's going off. So they cancel the benefits, or they get them sacked from the job. Then they have to go on benefits, and universal credit is designed just like an SS. like SS Nazis did. Put up, shut up, or don't get none. Simple as. And fact is we've got here, this is, I had 3 strokes in 2017. I've actually got a letter from a Leeds judge telling me that being in hospital and being jump-started back to life is not a reasonable for an excuse not to an ESA appointment.
So you basically were so ill, so ill. You actually had to be brought. You were resuscitated.
Yeah, I was being resuscitated on the time I should have had the appointment.
Right, but you had a PIP appointment.
Yeah.
And so obviously you couldn't make it because you were otherwise engaged.
Yeah, seriously engaged. I was talking to God.
That'll be another story, I guess.
But this appointment here, the letter came out from the appointment on Thursday, 24th of January 2019. The letter was sent on 7th of January 2019. If you want to hold that up, that's fine. Just put the address up. And then I got an appeal for the no claim I made on the 16th of 1st, 2019, before I even had the appointment. So before I get the appointment, before I have my ESA appointment, I get a letter for an appeal for an appointment I didn't even have. Now, I don't know anybody who knows that, but...
You had a crystal ball, obviously.
Yeah, but they ought to get me because I need one.
Right, okay. So what happened with your PIP appointment? So the fact that you failed to turn up, what's the implications?
Well, I failed to turn up on the first and they cancelled it, told me I weren't allowed it.
Yeah.
Second one, that was the second one. Appointment on the 24th of January 2019.
Right.
But on the 16th of January 2019, you can clearly see that I've got an appointment for an hearing for an appointment I've not even had.
So could it be argued, I'll play devil's advocate, could it be argued that this is just negligence on their part, just a mistake?
Well, you could do, but then when you go to DVLC and you look at DVLC, my son sold his car, registration number there. There's a letter in there saying he sold his car and what day, but yeah, he's got one there, even though the lad's in prison for failing to tax his car. He's got one there for failing to turn his car off the road when he didn't even own the car, even though that this car is taxed and it's registered to somebody else.
So this is your son in prison?
Yeah, and then you've got another one there. So you've got a 385, 100, and a letter saying that he's failed to turn his car up front. Go online, checkmycar.com, and find out that that car is tax tested and insured. So even though it's tax tested and insured in somebody else's name, on your DVLC website, they're still trying to do my son, and that there is a letter from court saying that the £385 stands. The lad's in prison.
So basically, when you get sent to prison, do you go straight from the court, from the decision, to prison?
Yeah.
So how do you contact all the companies in any event?
You can't. I've got bank statements and bank fines. I've got piles this big from all people who we can't get in touch. And because of data protection, you can't talk on your behalf either on the Data Protection Act. And he can't phone from prison because they don't allow a phone call to phone your debtors when you go, or your bank. So his bank is just accumulating charges. I think it's now about £4,500 in charges, which he's going to have to stand for when he comes out.
That's just truly shocking.
Yeah.
So this happens to happen to lots of
everybody. You can't do it. You can't do it. It's impossible.
Well, I mean, I sort of was aware that if you had a mortgage and you had missed so many payments, and they could come and repossess your house because nobody told them about that. But of course, it's a much wider.
Yeah, it goes across everything. They use it across everything. They don't shoot it across one thing. They use it across everything.
So going back to.
So when he comes out of prison, not only will he have done 9 years, he's got to serve the full 9 years. The courses they put him on in prison, them courses have been altered 4 different times because he don't fit the criteria. But they tell him when he comes out of prison, if he don't take the course, then they'll put him back in prison for some more sentence until he takes these courses. It's a way just to pull them into prison whenever they want. They've got your IPP and fixed in this system, so you're not under license for 99 years. Until you take these courses, they can fetch you back into prison anytime they want. But if you aren't allowed to go on the courses, you can't take the course. If your criteria don't fit that course, you can't take that course. So if you go in prison as beating, say beat your missus up, for instance, and they put you on a course, you got to take that course before you come back to prison under your normal time, but you got to still take this course when you come out. Now, if they don't find you a course to take what is suitable for you, when you come out of prison, you start taking them courses. So the probation service can then take you back to prison for not doing what the judges tell you to take these courses, even though these courses aren't found to be suiting anybody. They're there just on a purpose to keep you back in prison. So it's basically getting man's IPP law.
What's the IPP?
IPP is if you get done for certain offences, certain violent offences, the IPP you're off, which means you're on licence for the rest of your life. So you can be recalled back to prison at any time, any point in time. Walking that road, flick a flag on the street, it's a criminal offence, you can be sent back to prison for it. I know a lad from Romosh, who had a fight, just a fair fight, in a pub, outside a pub in a car park. That lad has been in prison 8 years now. His mum died, he's still in prison, and that is simply for having a fight in a car park 4 years after his original sentence, sticking up for some. And he's still in prison 8 years later because they can't get these courses. So he will be in prison for the rest of his life because he's known to fight for him, because his mum died. And that's how they do it. That's how to get to the laws what they've got. If you look back to when the Lisbon Treaty first came in, all seemed to stem and change from them. Every single law has been changed and been altered, especially in your court law and your court rulings and mass reduction legal aid. You can't get legal aid for all these days.
No, it's very, but then of course it was shared on Facebook that Gina Miller allegedly got legal aid for.
Yeah.
How does that work?
That's it.
So it's just to cause a division.
It's basically it's not a cause of division. It's basically, well, we don't want you out, so we're not going to give you legal aid. So you can't have no legal representation. So you can go through court as a normal case. So we don't have to get in touch with Lisbon Treaty and do that. They can do it on his own rules in his own court because you don't know what law is. And they only use the Lisbon Treaty when they have to on your bigger cases like my sons. And like Tommy Robinson. See, one thing I couldn't understand about a certain person, if you have got and telling the world that you was locked up in a false court and you was given a dummy solicitor, then when somebody gives you the information that shows it clearly with witnesses, then you'd think that person would jump on it and show it all around. But yet they don't. They ignore me and they hide from me. Will not face me on this channel whatsoever.
Well, I mean, there's a saying in the Bible, isn't there? You judge by the fruits that they bear.
Yeah.
And, I know there's so many people in the supposed truth movement, and I've spoken to other people who've presented them with cases. Will you please cover this case? And then their emails are blocked. They don't get their phone calls returned. So then you have to say, why is that happening? So this is the end of part 4, and we're looking at a much bigger picture. And
but like I say, you can clearly see it goes from. I mean, this is just a quick. It goes from DVLC, repossession companies, your police. I mean, that 17th of May 2018. That's proved my son's innocent. That's from his solicitors saying it won't get to court because of evidence they've got. That's them reducing my benefits. That's letter from looked after me while I had my strokes. That's my council tax off me, my rent off me, fines for no council tax, personal independent, Asian courts kicked it out again. They even sent a letter to.
Well, I think we're going to have to wind it up for this camera.
But like you see, there's loads.
There's loads. Right, end of part 4. Caroline Stevens seeking the truth, and I've got Eric Heaps, and we're going to do a part 5 shortly. So please keep watching, and please share. I know some of the audio and video footage is not working properly, but that's just perhaps it's the nature of the beast talking about. Thanks for watching. See you again soon. Goodbye for now.
Do you know what? I find it hilarious because
switched off.
I find it hilarious because they actually prove what I'm saying about phone calls and everything else being because they do it and they're that blatant and